Class 10th, Subject Science and Technology, Part 2. Chapter number 4, Environmental Management. Can you recall? 1. What is ecosystem? Which are its different components? An ecosystem is a beautiful balance between living and non living things that exist together in nature. It is a system where organisms interact with each other and with their physical environment to maintain life. Every forest, river, pond, ocean, even a small garden is an ecosystem in itself. Now let's understand its two main components. First is biotic components. These include all living things, plants, animals, microorganisms, and human beings. They depend on each other for food, shelter, and survival. For example, producers, autotrophs, like green plants that prepare food through photosynthesis. Consumers, heterotrophs, like animals and humans that depend on others for food. Decomposers, like bacteria and fungi that break down dead matter and return nutrients to the soil. Second is abiotic components. These are non living elements such as sunlight, air, water, temperature, and soil. They influence how living organisms grow and survive in a particular environment. In simple words, an ecosystem is a living network where the biotic and abiotic components work together in perfect harmony, making life on Earth possible. 2. Which are the types of consumers? What are the criteria for their classification? In every ecosystem, not all living organisms can make their own food. Those who depend on others for food are called consumers or heterotrophs. They get energy by eating plants, animals, or both. And based on what they eat, consumers are classified into different types. 1. Herbivores. These are the animals that eat only plants or plant parts. They depend directly on producers for food. For example, deer, cow, rabbit, and goat. 2. Carnivores. These animals eat other animals. They depend on herbivores or other carnivores for food. For example, lion, tiger, and frog. 3. Omnivores. These are animals that eat both plants and animals. Humans, bears, and crows fall under this category. 4. Decomposers or detritivores. Although not true consumers, in the traditional sense, these tiny organisms like bacteria and fungi play a vital role. They feed on dead and decaying matter and recycle nutrients back into the environment. So, the criterion for classification of consumers is based on the type of food they consume, whether it is plant based, animal based, or both. Each consumer plays an important part in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem, ensuring that the flow of energy continues in nature's never ending cycle. 3. What may be the relationship between lake and birds on tree? A lake is not just a body of water, it is a complete ecosystem filled with fish, insects, plants, and microorganisms. It provides food, water, and a safe habitat for many living beings, including birds. Birds sitting on the trees near the lake often come down to drink water, feed on fish, insects, or aquatic plants, and sometimes even build their nests on trees close to the shore, where the environment is calm and food is easily available. In return, birds also help the lake ecosystem. They spread seeds of nearby plants. They control insect populations and even add nutrients to the soil and water through their droppings, helping new life to grow. So, the relationship between the lake and the birds on the tree is one of mutual dependence, a natural balance where both benefit from each other's existence. 4. What is difference between food chain and food web? In nature, every living being is connected through a delicate network of who eats whom, and this connection forms the foundation of life itself. Let's understand the difference between a food chain and a food web. A food chain is a single, straight pathway of energy flow in an ecosystem. It shows how energy moves from one organism to another. For example, grass, rabbit, fox, eagle. Here, each organism depends directly on the previous one for food. It's simple, linear, and easy to understand. But in real nature, life is far more complex. That's where the food web comes in. A food web is a complex network of many food chains connected together. In a forest or a pond, one animal doesn't depend on just one type of food. It may eat many different things, and it may be eaten by many others. Want to watch the full animated chapter with notes and test series? Then download the Hope Publications app, your smart companion for Class 10 Maharashtra board. Learn easily, understand deeply, and score higher. Remember, smart learning, bright future. Download link is given in the description below. Start your journey of smart learning today.
इंट्रोड्यूसिंग होप पब्लिकेशंस ऐप महाराष्ट्र स्टेट बोर्ड क्लास 10th के लिए एक कंप्लीट डिजिटल लर्निंग सोल्यूशन। यहाँ मिलते हैं साइंस, हिस्ट्री और ज्योग्राफी एक्सप्लेनेशन वीडियोस, चैप्टर नोट्स, टेस्ट सीरीज और माइंड मैप, सब कुछ एक ही ऐप में।
बच्चों के कॉन्सेप्ट्स अब बहुत आसानी से क्लियर हो रहे हैं और हर टॉपिक अच्छे से समझ में आने लगा है। अब स्टूडेंट सिर्फ सुनते ही नहीं, समझते भी है, क्योंकि होप पब्लिकेशंस ऐप बनाता है पढ़ाई को इंटरैक्टिव। अब मुझे अपनी बेटी की पढ़ाई की कोई चिंता नहीं। होप पब्लिकेशंस ऐप के साथ वो खुद जिम्मेदारी से सीख रही है।
होप पब्लिकेशंस ऐप ने मेरे बच्चे की पढ़ाई को आसान और मजेदार बना दिया है। अब मुझे अपनी बेटी की पढ़ाई की कोई चिंता नहीं। होप पब्लिकेशंस ऐप के साथ वो खुद जिम्मेदारी से सीख रही है।
अब पढ़ाई बोरिंग नहीं, होप पब्लिकेशंस ऐप है ना। होप पब्लिकेशंस ऐप से मेरी प्रिपरेशन हो रही है टॉप क्लास।
अब नोट्स ढूंढने की टेंशन खत्म, सब कुछ इस ऐप में रेडी है। साइंस, हिस्ट्री, ज्योग्राफी सब एक जगह, एक ऐप पर।
होप पब्लिकेशंस ऐप ने हमारी स्कूल की पढ़ाई का लेवल ही बढ़ा दिया है। अब हर क्लास डिजिटल बन रही है।
हर सब्जेक्ट, हर कॉन्सेप्ट अब आपकी उंगलियों पर। होप पब्लिकेशंस ऐप डाउनलोड करें आज ही।